How's everybody doing today? All right. Welcome. So we got something really exciting to talk about today. The goal of this session is to really leave you with some tangible ideas, maybe some things you haven't thought of, some innovative opportunities to really take back, increase revenue, drive performance, and let's jump into it. My name is Ryan Millman. I'm going to be joined today by Robbi Webb. She's a very talented marketer, VP of e-commerce from Amika, and she's going to be telling you a little bit about how they use in-package personalization to drive an increase in revenue across the Amika brand. And let me tell you about myself. My name is Ryan Millman, as I mentioned. I'm the CEO and co-founder of UnDigital. I been a serial entrepreneur in D2C. I started my first company in '99. I've founded 5 companies in total. I'm most proud of, I'd say, is started with just a few $1,000s. I was in college, started my first company, really wanted to be in e-commerce, and bootstrapped to $50 million annually. We've got a team of a couple hundred employees in the organization. If you want to learn a little bit more about some of the companies that I own and started, you can check out millmanmultimedia.com. We were very heavy in the photo space. Maybe our biggest D2C brand is called Nations Photo Lab. With that being said, I've loved marketing. Performance marketing has always been core to everything I've done. As I built the first company and didn't really have any money spent on marketing, every dollar had to make sense. Where are we going to put that first dollar? If that works, where are we going to put that next dollar? And early days were Hotbot and Lycos for the search engines, but tools got pretty good. In the 2010s, we started getting some really good technologies, and we all know what marketing best practices looks like, right? It's the right message to the right customer. It's connecting with them. It's building an impression in their mind about our brand, a positive message. It's standing out in a crowded space. We all have lots of competition. So how do we get our customers excited? How do we make them really think about us? And even just putting a smile on their face is marketing gold, right? And so one day I was in our fulfillment warehouse in York, Pennsylvania. We have about 100,000 square feet. We fulfill thousands of packages per day. And a lot of times marketing is disconnected from the warehouse. And so very fortunate to be able to be in there, and you just see all these brown boxes leaving. And it just became so obvious. There is so much opportunity. There's so much that we can monetize in those outgoing packages. It's a channel. And we're not doing marketing best practices, right? Like someone's getting our box, they're opening up our goods. We're thinking about it as a call center. We need to save on corrugate, we need to save on shipping. But it's an impression. It's an impression in our customer's mind. It's certainly a touch point. And so the idea was, gosh, we know what great marketing looks like. Why can't we bring it here? It just doesn't exist, right? It's not as easy as just doing a digital ad. And so we said, we're going to do this. We're going to figure this out. And so we hired the best engineers. We invested our own money. And we built this technology that we call in-package personalization for our own brands. So that was sort of the impetus and a little bit about what we're going to talk about here today. So what is in-package personalization? It's a part of unboxing marketing, but it's unboxing marketing done right. It's the ability to take the customer data that we have and inject into every single outgoing package something very curated, something very personalized, something that drives the right action for each and every user. It's something that can be fully measurable, right? It's unboxing marketing steroids, but it's the playbook that we all know. It's the digital playbook brought to unboxing. And what's more important now in a busy digital world than that tactile, something you can feel, your customers see it, they open the package, it's addressed to them, and it's relevant, it's meaningful. And it puts a little bit of a smile on their face, right? It's marketing gold, and it gets more customers to take an action, right? We're jumping our current trajectory, right? Our KPIs, customers will act when we give them the right thing that's meant for them. And there's so many different use cases that we can explore as we think about the ability to connect our customer data to each and every package. So what are some of the most popular use cases? I'll run through just a few of these. We all know the story of e-com, getting first customers in, but this is a business of order 2 through infinity. We got to get to order 2, and then we get that nice lifetime value that we can see from our customers. And so all of our brands, and if you ever get packages that have a lot of personalization, it's most likely powered by UnDigital. We're the global leaders in this space. First-time welcome cards, it's the most important touch point for that first moment for customers receiving your package. We want to welcome them, we want to make them feel special, whether it's a handwritten note, whether it's a message just welcoming them into our brand. We want to A/B test that, we want to ABC test that, right? We want to drive conversion, we want to see what's resonating, we want to optimize to get that second order certainly coming through. loyalty. Loyalty is extremely important. And what's great now with in-package personalization is not only can we take our customers that are not in our loyalty program and say, hey, Julie, we know you're not in the loyalty program. Here's all the benefits of why you should join. The loyalty rates just go up. It's just an easy way to drive loyalty members because we're only targeting the right people with the right information. And if you have customers in loyalty, we want to get them to the next tier. Hey Sarah, you've got 322 points. You're in the bronze status. This is what you need to get to the next tier. Again, it's relevant information. It's meant for them. They read it, and a subset of those customers take that next action and grow those data sets for us. Personalized product tips. At its core, e-commerce is all about getting success for our customers. People come to us to solve a problem, right? Whether it's dry skin or maybe it's a better fit of a piece of apparel, whatever that might be, they're coming to us for something that they need. And so our ability now to inject into each and every package information about their product, their item, how to use it, how to apply it, interesting tips, all this great content that we're all surfacing on our websites and we're building out and influencer content, we can put it into the box, we can give them something meaningful, helpful, valuable, and help them get the best out of our products so that we can ensure they're getting success and keep coming back over and over. And then in addition to that, we can look at other products that are complementary, or additional items that we think that they also might love. We can curate very special things just for that user based on, we know what kind of a hair type they have, or we know what size clothes they wear. Whatever the use case, or we know what kind of a food meal kits they like to eat. What are their preferences? Is it chicken? Is it seafood? We can start to recommend some of those other items that are just for them. And a lot of our customers will do this in a brochure format where they'll have multiple items that you can buy right off of the physical piece, right? So we're introducing other items that we want them to discover. And what that does? That increases lifetime value. As we can get someone from a single product buyer, right? Maybe they bought a single item, and now we can introduce them something else. And now maybe they come out with that level of frequency. Maybe it's every 3 months, every 6 months. But we want to introduce them to more things. And based on the preferences and the data we have, we can inject it into that package and give them items that they can discover with us and purchase. And then lastly, one of by no means exhaustive is a lot of our brands. If you ever see the handwritten notes, and we'll let Amika talk about some of the things they're doing with us, but very, very personalized and curated handwritten notes at scale. So of course these aren't written by somebody in the factory, but they are really hard to distinguish. We have all these different font ligatures that stitch together, and the notes are hyper personalized, meaning about your product, how to use your product, and every order it changes. It's completely different, it can be updated, it can be from your CEO, it can be from a VIP, an influencer, or it can be from your customer service agent saying, hey, Sarah, I'm so glad we were able to resolve this issue for you and we expedited this order. It's just tons of possibilities. So again, all this rich customer data, we take it in, we provide something meaningful, relevant, connect to our customers, and reap the benefits of that. Unboxing is a touch point. I think it's been disconnected because so many of us aren't in the warehouse, and so many of us have had not great experiences by printing up 100,000 of the same thing and throwing it in and not knowing if it works or if it doesn't work. Well, that's batch and wax. We already know that doesn't work, right? And so, the opposite of that is the right message to the right customer. Works in an amazing way. I'd say the biggest aha that I had when I started this was originally I just wanted to put a smile on the customer's face, do a little surprise and delight, something better than my competitors. The performance marketing side of this is way larger than I had ever even anticipated. Our brands typically get between a 5 and 15% increase in reorder rates. And we'll let Amika talk about some of the incredible results that they've had. But we're talking, as you look at that at scale, getting more first-time customers to second-time customers. Some of them would have dropped off. So now we've got second-time customers becoming third and fourth. So when we look at the lifetime value of putting a smile on someone's face, delivering something valuable, meaningful, helpful to get them to come back and rebuy, the numbers become really big. Okay, so, real quickly, what are the benefits here? It's the same benefits that you work on every day across all your other channels, right? So, increase in reorder rates. We're tracking all of this on digital platforms, so every day you see what your results are in real time. Think Facebook ads for packages. But all of our brands, we look at this on a daily basis. Some loyalty signups are very easy. We had one of the major loyalty companies call us recently about a brand. They're like, what happened on this date? And it was when they launched with UnDigital. You're not in the loyalty program, you should join. Customers will take that action. And of course, customer lifetime value. We're all here to drive healthy, profitable lifetime value. Certainly a really great opportunity to do so. When we think about, what makes this channel all come together and really be great is that you can't have a great channel without great analytics or attribution. And so I think at the core when we built this day one, it was we need to actually see if this is truly incremental. And so what we do with our brands when we launch is we do incrementality testing, control testing. Well, let's launch a group of people that have personalized marketing, and let's do the same audience without. And so our platform, we'll A/B test, we'll do holdout groups, but at the end of the day, everything's at your fingertips as a marketer. And as we conversion rate optimize this channel over time, it just gets sweeter and sweeter and becomes a really important part of your overall marketing mix. And so as we think about what makes unboxing marketing, what makes a compelling strategy, it's relevancy, right? It's what we all know across every channel. It's something that's relevant to that individual customer, not to a whole group. Very rarely is everything relevant to everyone. It's what's relevant to you as an individual. That really helps to build the relationships, improve success, and it's conversion rate optimization. Hyper-personalization, optimizing, getting the data, and continuing to optimize for long-term success. So, are you guys optimizing your packages? The majority of companies aren't. This is a blue ocean opportunity. A lot of companies are trying to drive incrementality across, Facebook ads and Google ads, and it's small gains. This is a whole new thing that you can explore, and hope you had some good takeaways. So, with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Robbi from Amika.
Thank you so much, Ryan. And I will just do a high level. Just do a high-level overview of Amika real quick for anybody that isn't familiar with our brand. So we are a hair care brand. Amika means friend in Esperanto, which was the second universal language meant for international communication. We're salon-raised. We have a super fruit sold in our sea buckthornberry, which is one of our key ingredients. And we're rooted in results for all strands, really focused on the idea that all hair and all humans are truly welcome, and how do we engage and incorporate that. We are certified B Corp. We were kind and clean before it was cool, right? Like everyone says now, like they're working towards their sustainability goals and efforts. We've been doing this for a long time, not me personally specifically, but as a company, this has been a huge focus for us. Again, B Corp certified, climate neutral. We are partnered with TerraCycle, so our packaging is 100% recyclable, and really been focused on all of those components. We're also a great places to work company and have a fully remote offering, so check out our careers page if you're looking. Our signature scent is an amazing blend of this kind of intoxicating grapefruit, vanilla. We have orchid, sandalwood. It's all a very warm scent, and it's something that we've had a bit of a hard time translating for our customers because it's a key contributor to what makes customers purchase our product. Scent is so important as any kind of a differentiator, and ours is amazing, so please try. Here's our assortment, just a quick look at the expansiveness of our products. And the fact of the matter is that we've really worked towards growing our collections to support all hair, right? So that's part of what we're trying to do. We're trying to support all hair types, have different products for each individual hair type, whether you be a 1 hair or 4C, right? There's an entire range underneath that. And that's been a huge goal for us. And part of that is tethered to the personalization components of how do we continue to relate to our customers? How do we talk to them on their level where they are and meet them with their hair concerns and what their needs are uniquely, even though we're growing and our scale is getting much larger. So getting a friend to all, again, really means getting personal with these customers, getting more connected with them on a one-to-one level. And we've had some ebbs and flows in terms of how we approach this, right? So when we were a little bit smaller, we would do a lot of personal recommendations for our customers over the phone. And where there's some companies I won't name, but everyone knows what I'm talking about, that it's impossible to get anyone on the phone, it's impossible to talk to a human being. We've really tried to reinforce the fact that we want to ensure that our customers have the outlet and the opportunity to communicate with us how they want to. So our CX team is very robust and is available for our customers as much as we possibly can be. In that, we are giving a lot of product recommendations, but at the end of the day, there are unique situations for every customer. And so we incorporated an AI hair quiz into our technology to be able to help inform some of those decisions for the customers in real time versus them necessarily needing to call. At the same point, we thought about, okay, we'd really love to be able to get more personalized with our customers, and we'd really like to be able to talk to them about those first products and be really exacting and specific in it. And so I had my team writing handwritten notes after packages were going out to the customers that got a first order, which was a little bit overwhelming, almost impossible to track, and it was something that we really wanted to be engaged in, but it was becoming something that we just couldn't maintain, especially again at scale. The bigger we grew, the harder that became. But we knew that there was something underneath this, right? When we had some of these cohorts, we could see those lifetime values increasing, and so we knew there was something to it. But we couldn't exactly put a pin in it and understand exactly what was going on. So we decided that we needed a different test and learn approach for this, right? We needed to have something that could incorporate the scale that we needed and something that we would be able to have at the warehouse, and it'd be something that would be operational. So we wanted a partner and someone to be able to take this on for us, but the reality is that I was afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I was concerned that ultimately, where the fulfillment team's going to be able to use this, was it going to slow down our operational efficiency? We've grown so fast and we've scaled so much. There's a lot of touch points in our operational and logistics environment, right? We've got a WMS and an ERP and all these other systems that are all talking to each other. And it makes for a quick order to get out the door, but we didn't want to slow down that process. And the reality is that once we implemented UnDigital and we had this unboxing experience up and running, we saw reorder rates increase by 8.2%, right? So if we were first to second customer, we were seeing a jump in reorder rates. We're also seeing a tightening of that window in terms of time to repeat purchase, which is huge. We have an increased AOV of 5.7%, and operationally, my concerns were allayed after Ryan kind of stalked my fulfillment team, which was very sweet and kind. And he came into our warehouse environment, set up the printers, and did a lot of the work with our teams directly. So here's a little video of what's happening. And so this is in our warehouse and our operations. You can see our packaging there. There's some hairspray, cool. Just gonna pack it up. Hairspray. And so there's, in our left hand, that's the unboxing marketing package. So that's going to go right in. It goes on top. It's a handwritten note. It's very customized to the product, to the customer, from our CEO, which is another just key point. We found a lot of benefit in terms of outreach directly from our CEO to our customers. They love it. They absolutely adore getting messages from Chelsea, and so we love to be able to give them this opportunity. So just having that as something that is just as quick as grabbing the packing slip is so important to us, because we don't have time to kind of stall the process and print something out separately. It has to be very integrated and it has to be quick because they're quick to ship. So this was kind of our process in this experience, and it's been incrementally beneficial across the board. It's removed some of the workload off of my team that we're doing a lot of the manual work here, and it's also created a situation where we can track and monitor what's happening here instead of it kind of being, again, making work us trying to follow through with these customers, knowing that every handwritten note that is physically handwritten is actually kind of different and unique, and having some of that variety, creating anomalies in the data. So it's been really beneficial for us to have reporting and support around this as well.
Great. And, as we're coming up on time, maybe if you could just tell the audience, I know we've mapped hundreds of your product SKUs and we're giving specific information. Could you just tell the audience a little bit about some of the different campaigns that you're running and some of the things maybe you're excited about?
For sure. So for anybody that has had a viral moment, it's amazing, but also impossibly hard, right? Like it's impossible to keep stock. It's impossible to know what these customers are like, if they're really going to be engaged or not. So one of our hot tools became a viral sensation on TikTok. It's a blowout babe, in case anybody would like one. We have them available right now, actually. But the truth of the matter is that this was just a product that was going out to people. It's not a product that we actually get a ton of retention on because it's a hot tool, right? So people buy it once, they're not expecting to buy it a bunch of times. We really wanted to get something in their hands that was going to be part of our wet line, so we could make sure that they had product that they would actually repurchase, and more frequently than maybe a tool would be repurchased. So UnDigital was incredibly quick. I think we made the change to the campaign in 24 hours and started incorporating a free sample size of our Per Cup dry shampoo, which is one of our best-selling products. And we were able to make the change for that insert to read specifically about the fact that this was a viral product, and the fact that we wanted them to have Per Cup because it was one of our top products for them and one of the most recommended products that we have across the board. And it was a really quick and easy change. And I think that's huge, right? The bigger we get, the harder it is to make change. It's like turning a ship, and it's just more challenging, right? So being able to make change quickly in this space has been really beneficial, because that activity immediately is something that you need when you're in a moment like a viral situation.
Well, I want to thank Robbi so much for joining us today. Thank you all for listening. If anybody would like to get feedback or help on their own marketing experience, My team's happy to support your recommendations, and we'll be at the trade show. So nice seeing everybody. Have a great day.